Hi everybody! Welcome to Mary's Math. Today we're going to be talking about multiplying binomials. So when we're multiplying with expressions, so we're multiplying two expressions times each other, it gets a little bit fishy with the distributive property, right? So we have to make sure we are multiplying each term correctly. So we're going to have to use the FOIL method to make sure we're doing that. So we have to do front, outer, inner, and last. So this is talking about what terms we're multiplying. Let's look at an example. X plus 1, x minus 2. Okay, so we're multiplying these two by each other, and we want to simplify them. But it would be kind of hard to multiply this first term times this entire expression right here. So we are going to use this to make sure we do each term. So we're going to distribute this term, the first term, times both of these. Well, first this is going to make sure that we multiply it by both of them, and then this one by both of them to make sure that we multiply each term. But first we're going to do the first terms in each expression. So we've got x times x. That means we've got x times x, so x squared. That's x times x. Okay, next, that was our front terms, or first terms, and then we've got outer. So let's do these two outer terms. This x and this negative 2, right? X times negative 2 is negative 2x. Let's do those inner terms now. That would be this 1 and this x. So now we have plus x. And then our last terms, we're going to get that 1 and that negative 2 to have negative 2. So if you notice, these two terms are like terms, which means we can combine them. So we're going to have x squared minus x minus 2 as our final answer. So using the FOIL method allowed us to make sure and confirm that we are multiplying each term times each other. And see, if we tried to do this with the crazy lines to make sure we're distributing each term, it would get kind of crazy. So that's why we use FOIL. So if we want to look at another example, let's look at this one. So if we write our little FOIL out to the side here, we can remember the order. So first we're going to do the first terms. 2x and x. So 2x squared. So we got the first terms. Let's get the outer terms. So this would be an outside, so we're going to do 2x times negative 1. I'll do it in a different color. Negative 2x. Okay, and now let's do so we got the outer, let's do the inner. So that would be these two terms here. So negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Let's do the last. So all we got to do is the last. Last term in this expression and the last term in this expression, we get positive 4. Again, you'll notice using this method that the middle two terms are like terms, so they can be combined. So we get 2x squared minus 6x plus 4 as our final answer. So if you notice, we multiplied binomials by each other, and we get a polynomial. Okay, so we can do one more example, and then we'll look at a word problem. So let's do first, outer, inner, last. So we got our first terms in both expressions right here. 3x times x. So we got that 3, and then x times x is x squared. Okay, we got our first. Let's get our outer. 3x and negative 4 are going to be our outer terms, so we get a negative 12x. Okay, let's get our inner terms. That's going to be 2 and x. So that's going to be plus 2x. And last terms, we get these last terms in both expressions, and we get negative 8. So if we want to go ahead and simplify that, we get 3x squared we combine our like terms in the middle here. We get minus 10x, because negative 12x plus 2x is going to get us closer to 0, negative 10x minus 8. And that is our final answer there. Okay, let's look at how they can ask us about these. So a square with a side length of 2x plus 1. Write the area, okay, as a simplified expression. Okay, so let's think about, excuse me, let's think about area. Area equals length times width. So what's special about a square? A square has 4 equal sides, right? So this is a side, this is a side, this is a side, this is a side. The side is always the same. So the side lengths are always the same. So if we think about it, we're going to get area equals side times side. Or, if we want to write that as an exponent, side squared, right? Because it's side times side. Okay, so if we have the side length is 2x plus 1, we're going to have our area is going to equal 2x plus 1 squared. Or it also equals 2x plus 1 times 2x plus 1. And since we just learned about FOILing, we can use that method to simplify it. Okay, so let's do that. Let's take the first term, 2x times 2x, first term in both expressions. So we're going to do 2x times 2x, we're going to get 4x squared. Now let's get our outer terms, 2x times 1, we're going to get plus 2x. We're going to take our inner terms, 1 times 2x, we get plus 2x. And we're going to take our last terms, 1 times 1. We're going to go ahead and simplify right here and get 4x squared plus 4x plus 1. And there we have our area as a simplified expression. Thank you so much for learning, and I hope this helped you learn how to use the FOIL method. Thank you.